Okay, how's it guys? I'm Brendan, I'm a physiotherapist. I'm going to go through some of my ideas on how to rehabilitate a knee or lower leg issue. Okay, so we're going to start nice and basic. We're going to start off initially setting up, showing how to reset and realign and stabilize the lower back and the core to set a stable platform, and then we're going to create movement from that. Okay, so for a lot of you guys it's going to be nice and simple. But I recommend it as a starting point, just to reset any compensations or any other sort of muscle imbalances that have occurred. Okay, so nice and easy, on your back, okay? And you've heard everyone say, activate your core, bring your core in. It can be a little bit confusing. Okay, so the way I like to look at it is, we tighten our abs like we're blowing out, so we blow out. Right at the bottom of that breath, we lift up our pelvic floor. So kind of like the same as if you need a wee and you're stopping the flow of wee. Okay, so that doesn't have to be a great contraction, only has to be 20%. You know, you can feel the muscles tensing between these pelvic bones. Okay, so let's say we're going to do that again. Okay, so we breathe in. As we breathe out, we tighten the abs like we blowing out and blowing bubbles through a straw. And right at the bottom, I lift my pelvic floor. Okay, so we feel that activation. So now we need to learn to be able to hold that. Okay, you can see I'm holding it now. It's not a great contraction, so I'm not holding my breath. That's very important. So hold that and practice breathing at the same time. That's going to be our stable platform for movement. So if we set this as a stable platform, then our legs can move off a stable platform, and we're not compensating using muscles of our lower back and sort of hip flexors and that to create movement in the legs. Okay. Okay, so the next step I want to practice, okay, so it's all good and well, you're stabilizing your core, that's fantastic, but let's first put our pelvis in the right position that we want to be a stable platform and be the best base for movement. So if you can, you gently tighten the bum, okay, by activating the bum, you're resetting the pelvis. Now you breathe in, breathe out, get the abs nice and tight, and pull up the pelvic floor, okay. Great. Holding that pelvic floor, you can gently relax the bum a little bit. Now we know the abs and the core are holding that nice neutral position that we've set by tightening our bum. Okay, so go ahead and practice that. Cool. So now we tighten bum, activate our core. Now we set a stable base for movement. And now we can move. Okay, so nice and easy, what we want to work on is maintaining that contraction, okay, and gently letting one leg just roll over to the side and then up, okay? Maintaining that contraction. What's the easy way to do it is you can breathe in. As you breathe out, and relax. So the aim is very often with movement, if you breathe out, you naturally activate your core. So in karate and all that, as you breathe out, you do your movement, stabilizes your core, creates a stable base, and then you're able to create more power through the muscles that you want to use to create the movement. Okay, so same thing, breathe in. As you breathe out, okay, working, just trying to create a stable base. What you're trying to get is you're trying to get the leg that you're not using to keep pointing up to the roof, knee and hip in alignment with the foot roughly, okay? As this leg goes off, okay, I'm trying to keep my tension tight, my pelvis and my leg and that don't lift, just this leg rolls off to the side and then comes back up. Same with this, the alignment's nice and good, this leg rolls off to the side and then comes back. Okay, so that's exercise number one. Okay, so I'm going to gently tighten my bum. I'm going to breathe out, just lift my core up. Okay, so you can feel as you breathe out, your abs tighten, and your core, and you lift your core. All the muscles tighten down towards the spine. So the idea is those muscles tighten around the spine. Okay, so to lock up and create a stable base. Once those muscles are tightened, it's almost like making a nice tight cylinder, and then in your mind, you're breathing into and out of the cylinder. Okay, create a nice tight, stable cylinder. And now what I'm going to do is just slide one leg down, okay, holding that tension in the tummy, and bring the leg up again, okay? You can do it with breathing, actually to remind you to keep that core. Okay, so again, aim, create stable base, okay? Slide the leg trying to maintain as much as possible the contraction of the core muscles. Okay, it might take a little bit of practice to do that. Try and keep it nice and stable. You're not lifting up or rotating. The opposite leg is keeping alignment with the hip and facing up to the roof. Cool. Okay, so to work on this exercise, you've had a few exercises before that to go through. Try this one for me and see how you go. Okay, gently tighten the bum, breathe out, create a bit of tension in the abs, lift the pelvic floor, tightens nicely around the spine. Now holding that, okay, you just want to lift up, fantastic, holding that contraction and drop down. Okay, again, to make it easier, breathe out, it helps you to tighten. And breathe in, breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, last exercise for this group of just working on the core, resetting pelvis and moving from a stable base, just to create a bit more concentration through what you're doing. So you start activating the right muscles and working out where you have compensation patterns. For instance, if you're moving and you feel there's a big rotation, or you're lifting a bum and you feel you're dropping off, you've created these compensation patterns. Okay, so be vigilant of that. Try and overcome those patterns. That's how we break compensations and bad habits. Okay, so how we do this one? The next one, we tighten the bum. Okay, create tension in the core. Okay, and then just lift up, nice and easy. Okay, so what's nice is you can also breathe out. Let's swap sides, same thing, create tension in the core and breathe out. The aim is to try and keep tension in the tummy, okay? So you can feel your tummy muscles burning a little bit. You don't want to be rotating, okay? Lifting up or even flattening, okay? No pain or anything in the back. For instance, if you have pain in the back to start off, then what you do is you just tighten the bum a little bit, create tension, okay? Push right foot down into the floor and just almost as you're going to be able to lift that leg, you just lift a little bit for me, okay? And you breathe out. As long as there's no pain, we're creating nice tension in all our core muscles and relearning and reloading the muscles in the right patterns.